Rewind to yourself. Rewind to your heart. Rewind to your instinct. Rewind to new horizons. Huracan EVO RWD. Rewind to rear-wheel drive.
Hello and welcome to Lamborghini Auckland. My name's Sean Summerfield. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our first ever virtual launch. My goodness, this feels, well, sort of strange. Normally when we launch a new Lamborghini, we have heaps of people here, all the customers and the team from Lamborghini. We can't do that right now, so we've decided to do this virtually. What won't be virtual though is the new Lamborghini Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive. That's coming up later. Right now though, thanks to the wonders of technology, I can introduce to you from Lamborghini, Andrea Ruggiero.
Ciao, I'm Andrea Ruggiero, Country Manager across Australia and New Zealand. As we adapt to change, I invite you to join us today for the virtual launch of the latest addition to the Huracan EVO models range, here at Lamborghini Auckland. Rewind for a moment to your instinct, your heart, rewind to yourself, and you will discover the new Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive, where the driver is at the center of the product's performance, thanks to an involving and engaging experience given by a pure and unfiltered driving feedback. Traction control has been specifically tuned for the rear-wheel drive system. You will be surrounded by the noise coming by the new exhaust pipe, a noise which is the unmistakable sound of a naturally aspirated engine. The iconic 10-cylinder capable of 610 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. A driving feeling emphasized and optimized by the new aerodynamic. Front and rear bumper have been redesigned accordingly, increasing the downforce as well decreasing the air resistance. Not only technical improvements and best-in-class figures, but also the possibility and the opportunity to combine these with endless configuration possibility, mainly powered by the Ad Personam customization program. So why not having a glance at the configurator online, then coming to the dealer, choosing the spec matching the most your style. With the new Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive, now available both in coupe and Spyder version, Lamborghini hasn't forgotten those people seeking for driving fun, and still rely on the harmony between human and machine. But now, let's go to discover much more about the car that has been designed for life.
Rewind to new horizons.
Hey, thanks for that, Andre. You can see we've moved now. Why? Well, here it is, the star of the show. Sorry, Ben, but this is it. The Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive. But Ben Dallas too. It's great to have you here,
Thanks,
brand
Sean.
manager. We couldn't do the show without you, brand
Absolutely
manager.
not.
Lamborghini Auckland now. Ben, the first time I met you, almost last century, was on a racetrack.
It was a while ago, yeah.
You're a racer. This is a rear-wheel drive. What is it about this sort of drivetrain and you race drivers, you get so excited?
Quite honestly, Sean, it's actually really, really simple. It's that purity. People talk about it, and everyone in New Zealand loves a four-wheel drive. It encourages you, it makes things nice and simple, but the ability to have the car dancing simply under your foot with the accelerator and that throttle control really just brings you in and a little bit more connected with the car, a little bit more connected with the road, and it basically gives you sole control of everything that's happening behind you. Really, really fun. Purity,
and that, I guess, makes sense for an Italian brand that invented the supercar to make a car like this, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we go back to where it all started for Ferruccio was, in the 60s with, first of all, the 350 GT, and then into obviously the Miura, which we all know and love massively, rear-wheel drive. It's where the brand started, the whole way through its life to where we are now, and it's that rewind back to the rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because the logo for rear-wheel drive actually looks like rewind, and it does feel like a Back to the Future sort of thing. Andrea's talked about the numbers. I want to talk about the feel of this car, and crazily, Ben has not taken it for a decent drive yet, but someone has. He's
Exactly.
not too slow.
No, well, he's you know, he had the lap of the gods for many, many years. I mean, I grew up watching the guy and things like that, so he's pretty switched on behind the wheel, but it would be pretty cool to see what he could do in this around Bathurst.
I just realised I don't need to give the big intro now. You've given it away. It's
exactly.
Greg Murphy. He got the first drive of this car. Lucky guy.
This is the new Lamborghini Huracan EVO RWD. Yep, rear-wheel drive only. And this car is going to channel us back to the roots of its cousins, the Miura, the Countach, and the Diablo, and what they stood for. They weren't cars for the faint-hearted, and to be honest, they were probably a little bit scary. Unapologetically, the design of the Huracan is aggressive and edgy, which is what we've come to expect from Lamborghini these days. And let's be honest, if you're driving past the showrooms here at 119 Great North Road, it's not the curvy classic Aston Martins or the boxy imposing presence of a Bentley that distract you. It's the look at me, futuristic jet fighter looking Lamborghinis. They demand acknowledgement. The Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive is proof that Lamborghini haven't forgotten their heritage and what this badge is all about. And for me, it's a privilege today to have the first drive here in New Zealand.
Now today isn't the day to explore the full extent of the Lamborghini Huracan EVO rear-wheel drive, which is a bit of a shame because Lamborghini say that this one is the purest of the Huracan family, but there's still plenty of things to explore with this car. What might surprise a few people is how easy it is to get comfortable in this car. The adjustability in the steering is fantastic, and it's exactly where I want it. There's so many quirky little things about this car that just make it so different from other supercars on the market. It's really clean as far as the control panel goes, the screen, the LCD screen, really easy to use. The few switches above that for your windows and a couple other things, but it's just those little quirky features like the start-stop button, you know, with the little red anodized lever here that you lift up to turn the car on, turn the car off. Your strata mode is your everyday sort of cruisy kind of mode. Suspension's at its softest, the steering's at its most progressive, like the throttle as well. You go into sport, which is really enough for most mere mortals. It just sharpens everything up, gives you a bit more of everything. The suspension definitely very noticeable. And then you go to Corsa, which is really racetrack. If you're driving around in Corsa on the road, well, you're a brave person. It's stripped back. In a day and age where manufacturers continue to add features and add things to their cars to make them better, safer, faster. To go in reverse what Lamborghini have done with this car to get rid of the front diff, the front axles, the front, the prop shaft, makes it a bit gnarlier. It gives it that you need to have your wits about you if you want to tame me, and I love that. It should be more about the driver. It should be more instinctive, and I think that's what this car is. You need to be more instinctive behind the wheel than with the Performante or with the EVO all-wheel drive.
Now I've spent a fair bit of time with the Huracan EVO and the Performante and got to know them pretty well. And they are both brilliant cars, each with their own set of idiosyncrasies. Now, this Huracan though, it's the mischievous third child, the child that wasn't part of any real family plan. It doesn't take a lot of coaxing to be playful like the other children, or if you're not careful, it can be very naughty. And if you don't play with it, well, you're the one that's going to be missing out.
You know, Ben, I couldn't help but get the impression from Murph. He was like the kid that wanted a bike for Christmas, hoped for a 10-speed, but got a Raleigh 20.
Yep.
Because we know he loves being on the track. We actually saw in that video him driving the EVO.
Exactly.
Which he managed to drift. God forbid what he could do in this thing.
Well, do you know what's even funnier is Murph's not what actually scares me. Imagine if we gave this to Mad Mike. Imagine what he would do in this car. And that's the excitement and the reason why he got the previous LP582. And this is, hence the word EVO. It's just an evolution of that, but with a lot more technology. Really, really exciting.
And it's not just the EVO as well, because the Performante is also being part of this pathway with this car, isn't it?
No, look, absolutely. I mean, everything started from the Performante, really. We saw that with the all-wheel drive EVO with 640 horsepower. Yes, here we've got 610, but you've got to remember when all of that's going to the rear, you don't need that extra 30 horsepower. The car's so lively. Things on the inside, it's all about that driver integration. You've got the center console, the touchscreen, everything's really, really simple. So when you are having that fun exude through the wheel, everything else is really, really simple to do.
If only you could see his eyes lighting up when he talks about that, because we know this car can dance. Yep. The all-wheel drive can dance. This is dying. It's like Fred Astaire waiting to get out there. There's something else too, because it's not just the coupe, there's also the Spyder.
Welcome back, Sky. Welcome back, wind that makes me fly. Welcome back, new roads. New directions. A new surge within me. Now I can hear 610 wild horses racing. New Huracan EVO RWD Spyder. Rewind to rear-wheel drive.
And what's really cool is recently there was the worldwide virtual launch of that car, and it featured something really awesome, augmented reality, AR. Yep. It is just brilliant, and it works with your phone. Ben, take out your new toy. OPPO, great friends of Lamborghini, have this new automobile Lamborghini phone. It's the FIND X2 Pro. It is incredible. And this phone's famous for being fast charging. Absolutely. Now it looks fast as well, just incredible. And we thought, and we tried it, the AR works amazingly with this, so we're actually going to give away an OPPO FIND X2 Pro. Yes, we are. All you've got to do is head to the website, go to GiltrapTV, all the details are there, and log into the AR and take a photo of the Spyder wherever you like.
Yep.
Your lounge, your
Could
bathroom.
be a backyard, wherever.
Yes, the playground, wherever you like. And the best one, we are going to give you the phone. Easy as that. Post it on Instagram too, of course.
You're not going to get this one though. You're not going to get that out of my hands.
No, you get the best toys. The hashtag, this is very important, My EVO RWD. My EVO RWD, you can see it on the screen right now. That's your hashtag on Instagram. Good luck winning the phone. And by the way, thank you so much for having us here tonight, Ben.
Absolutely.
Come in to Lamborghini Auckland. Check out this car for yourself, because we're virtual, but it's here in the flesh. Love to see you. Ciao.
Rewind to courage. Rewind to your hands. Rewind to your mind. And then press play. And when you are going too far forward, rewind again. Huracan EVO RWD. Rewind to rear wheel drive.